some Kate and Meghan Markle drama. I have no idea about anything about the royals. That's just not my swag. I don't really care. But there's a news story that the queen has had enough between the drama between the princesses, or I don't know. I don't really know. I don't even know Kate's last name. So here we go. What do we ask? Do we say, what is the source of this contention? Or maybe that's known already. What's around them two? Let's just do that. What's around Kate? What's around Meghan? I'm not prepared. I probably should have looked their birthdays up first before, so that I could see what kind of sign they are. But we'll see what's around them. We'll see what's around them. There is change with the death card. There is the tower. There is going to be no reconciliation. There's the Lover's card. To the left, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Crowning thought is the Chariot. One wants to get rid of the other one. Isn't that interesting? There's the Empress. There's the Ten of Cups in the fear position. In the environment, there's the Three of Wands. A plan has materialized. There is the King of Pentacles and the Desire. And the outcome is the Five of Swords. Somebody is plotting against the other one. That's plain as day. And this is the part where the preparation would have really come in handy, because I don't know who's plotting against who, but I can pretty much... Well, you can't really speculate that maybe it's Kate against Meghan, because Kate was there first, and she seems to be the one who hates the other one the most, according to what people have said. But that's what it looks like. That's what I'm getting. Let's start here. The Death card can sometimes literally mean death, but the Ten of Swords is usually the card for death for me. And it just means change. Major change. Not little bit change. Major change. And then there's the Tower. So there's a plot. There's a destruction of something that someone wants to bring along. Like there's a destruction of relationship, because the Empress and then the Nine of Pentacles surround it. Those are two feminine energies, feminine cards. They are at odds. The base is the Lover's card. This has something to do with the family. This has something to do with husbands. The brothers don't seem to be at odds, but that's the energy I get, though. This seems to be a little more sinister than that, though. Like, this is moving forward, moving on. This is self-discipline. But, okay. With the major change and the destruction, these are both sometimes seen as negative cards, because this one is literally called death, and then that Tower, that's not a very pleasant image. And then below that, at the base, is the Lover's card. This is a family quarrel. For in the fear is the family position, right across from the Lovers. So there is a fear that this will never ever go away, but again, there is a plot. This is the environment. The thing that has materialized, the new person in the family. She is also pregnant, I believe. So this is indeed Megan. In the past, there is Kate. There is a plot. One wants to move on from the other one, and one wants to get rid of the other one. There's your plan. It involves them. They are in a line with each other. They're in a line with the destruction and the death. Change. They are in a line with the plan. In the desires, there is the man. So he is more than likely an influence on the situation. Maybe he can diffuse it. But someone is indeed sneaking, thieving. Not necessarily money or anything like that, but this just could be the energy of a deceptive person. So all is not well. I was not expecting all that. Because I don't know anything. I've never followed a royal anything. When he got married, the only time I seen a story about them that I actually cared anything about, well, actually two stories, was when Obama went over there and he made a faux pas because he raised his glass before the Queen raised hers, and apparently that's not protocol. You're not supposed to do that. That made the news. I thought that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. But these are kings and queens and not, Americans are a little more informal. And so when Kate, what is the girl name? I don't even know. When Kate went to the basketball game with Harry, is that his name, or William? Whichever one. I don't know. When she went to the basketball game and they took a picture with LeBron and LeBron put his arm around her, she had this very shocked look upon her face like, oh my God, he's touching me. Because you're not supposed to touch them. And so she had that look on her face, and then that made the news. There is a period of respite, rest, relaxation. That's what's going to crown this part of the reading here. It is is it family money? It can't be. I mean, they're royalty. I mean, what the hell can you possibly want that you don't already have? So I think it's more family security. I don't know how they do the whole who's princess after such and such dies thing. I don't really know, but it's a security issue. I mean, surely you thought that your husband's brother, Kate, was going to get married to somebody eventually. Anyway, there's the moping. It is definitely about family. Definitely. This is not a personal thing like she doesn't like her because they wore the same dress to a party or something. This is personal. The Moon card. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to go through all of the cards and then I'm going to see what's under the moon and then we'll talk about it. Next to the moon is temperance. There is healing, there is compromise. Okay, that's a little better then. Okay, I can talk about it now. The moon card is revealing what is in the darkness. This is like pitch dark. So the sun can illuminate, but the sun sort of magnifies what's already there. So it's not something that's hidden. It's just something you're not paying attention to. Therefore, the sun illuminates. The moon shines in complete darkness, where things are trying to be covered up. The sun is more of it's hiding in plain sight. Here, let me show you. Confirmation. It's in complete darkness. So the real motivation behind this card, somebody wanting to destroy the other one, will be coming out. Page of Cups, that is immaturity, that is emotional immaturity. So this is right under the family. There is the Knight of Swords. Under the Four of Cups, that is the moping. This feels like a young man, though. Somebody who's a little more honorable, maybe a little more courageous. There's the Knight of Pentacles. There's a money man. Maybe these are the brothers. Then there's Strength. They have what it takes. I think the men are going to be looked to sort of dissolve this situation so that the immature, backstabbing, betrayal people don't completely ruin the monarchy. Underneath the family, underneath the immaturity is tenacity. So they do need some, I don't want to say therapy because they're not going to do that. They need some intervention. Someone needs to intercede. And I think that's why all the men are coming up. Two of Pentacles. Underneath one of the men and the moping, there is balance. Someone is going to try to restore harmony. I wonder if I'll get the Justice card next. No. Get the Ace of Wands. So there is a plan to do this. The Queen of Cups. I don't know who that is exactly, but that is another woman. It may be the actual queen herself, because like I said, she is the one that I read the story about to say she is now tired of this. And so underneath the moon is another man who has now a plan. Because since this is starting to come out, it's going to start to create negative press, and they don't really want that right now. But there is a plot to get rid of the other one. So y'all better work fast. Because one is going to try to spread some stories about the other one. And your husbands don't know about it. This is something you have found a channel to do on your own. So either you know somebody that has a magazine, or you know somebody that knows a TMZ, you know somebody that knows something. Because negative stories about Meghan are not coming from us, and stories about Kate, no one over here cares enough to make those up. So all of that's going to come from over there. So what's around the two of you? Right now you're going nowhere fast. So if the men are going to intercede, they better do it fast. They do have, with the Ace of Wands, there is a plan. But they better do it fast, because this is turning ugly by the second.